changes can cloud bring? In the wave of digital transformation, cloud redefines the value of convergence. It resolves the complexity and uncertainty in massive data. Through this groundbreaking collaboration, what you expect is understood, and what you envision becomes reality. Empower the cyber world with cloud. Streamline cloud deployment and expand industry ecosystems. Unleash the value of networks and accelerate service innovation. Make every individual unique and create infinite possibilities. This is a new starting point and a fusion of strengths. Collaboration for a better future. Huawei Cloud drives new growth for careers.
Distinguished guests, welcome to the Huawei Carrier Cloud Transformation Summit. I am Lisa. The ongoing cloud journey of carriers has entered a critical stage, where appropriate roadmaps and strategies could make a huge difference in showing us the way forward. Pursuing growth will remain the top priority of the telecom industry in the cloud age. Huawei Cloud, with our industry insight gained from years of practice, is a trusted partner that can help carriers elevate their business to new heights. Now let's give the stage to Mr. Pang Song, President of Huawei Carrier BG Marketing and Solution Sales, who will give the summit's opening speech online.
Ladies and gentlemen, nice to meet you at this Huawei Carrier Cloud Transformation Summit. First of all, on behalf of Huawei Carrier BG, I would like to extend this warmest welcome to all of you. I also want to take this opportunity to thank you all for your support to Huawei since many years. In the recent years, cloud has become part of the digital transformation process across industries. It has become a key factor in reshaping the economic structure and the market landscape of every industry. Today, I would like to share some thoughts about the cloud transformation of telecom industry, as well as some updates from Huawei in this domain. The cloud transformation in the telecom industry has entered a critical stage, with both opportunities and challenges that are all emerging very fast. Currently, most communication service providers have hybrid and multi-cloud environments of one form or another. It is estimated that 15% of the carriers around the world will develop and fully implement a comprehensive cloud strategy by the end of 2023. This can be translated to a cloud market worth of hundreds of billions of dollars, as well as a fierce competition from the leading cloud service providers and other OTTs. For carriers, only by building an efficient and agile ICT infrastructure can they stay competitive, seize new markets, and achieve the new growth. In China's telecom market, carriers are proactively building a second growth curve by using data technology, information technology, and communication technology. Last year, they saw over 10% revenue growth, far higher than the average growth rate of the carriers across the world. Carriers' cloud transformation should take an approach of city plus cloud, instead of an approach of simply transforming city by cloud. We should always bear in mind of the unique advantages of telecom industry and leverage cloud transformation to in short, to unleash the connectivity dividends. So now, may I draw your attention to the following three perspectives to seize the opportunities and win the digitalization campaign with telecom differentiated strengths. Carriers can expand network boundaries with the cloud, improve network value in the B2B market, namely, enlarge the scope of connectivity dividends. The network is the carrier's core asset. Carriers can take these advantages and conduct the cloud transformation in a synergistic way. In China, we provide network plus edge cloud capabilities, so carriers can provide their enterprise customers with solutions for higher productivity of office and production activities. This not only increases their addressable market space by 25%, but also expands their influences in the vertical industries. Second, in terms of digital innovation, carriers can build a cloud platform for digital business innovation to launch new services quickly, namely to explore the potential of connectivity dividends. Carriers can create collaborative cloud platforms that bridge telecom services and digital services to accelerate innovation and to acquire more customers from various market segments. In Europe, we help carriers migrate their development and test environments as well as hundreds of services to Huawei Cloud Platform. For example, the carriers shortened the time to market by 75% for one digital service by using an agile development platform and telecom PaaS capabilities. This enables carriers to respond to customer requirements and competition in a more agile way. Third, in terms of the telecom operation, carriers can use the pre-integrated Huawei Cloud solution, particularly designed for telecom industry, to support sustainable growth of their primary business, namely, to expand the scale of connectivity dividends. As far as the telecom cloud transformation concerned, it requires cloud platform proactively to adapt to telecom service architecture. On one side, the distributed cloud architecture needs to meet the requirements in data security and management. And on the other side, a rational timeline of cloud transformation needs to be defined to ensure getting the services on cloud in a safe and undisrupted manner. In Asia, we have deployed CEM applications on Huawei's distributed cloud. The less sensitive businesses are deployed on the public cloud, which fully leverages the agility and the elasticity of a public cloud, while the more sensitive business are deployed on Huawei Cloud Stack locally to ensure business efficiency. But in the meantime, the customers get full control of their data and their business activities. It's particularly noted that through the correlated analysis conducted by Huawei Distributed Data Lake between the OSS and BSS, the 5G package marketing success rate is improved by 180%, which is a solid example to support carriers' business sustainable growth. The goal of telecom cloud transformation is to provide quality services to customers. In order to realize this ultimate goal, it's critically important to cooperate with strategic partners who deeply understand the telecom industry and knows how to leverage and eventually maximize the strengths of the telecom. Over the past few decades, Huawei has been providing high-quality services for customers in the telecom industry. By the end of 2021, Huawei had worked extensively with more than 120 carriers globally on cloud services. We will continue to make strategic investment in ICT and leverage our localized service capabilities worldwide to enable cloud transformation for our carrier customers. Huawei has determined to keep working with carriers to accelerate the cloud transformation journey, build new capabilities, and embrace new growth. Here, I wish this summit a complete success. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Peng, for your insightful speech. As Mr. Peng highlighted, cloud vendors can only digitalize an industry after taking steps to gain a deeper understanding of that industry. That level of understanding is exactly what Huawei Cloud can provide. Our industry expertise, who has been acquired over the past 3 decades, and advantages in CT and IT make us a reliable partner to carriers on their digital journey. But what will the cloud journey of carriers look like? What's the relationship between carrier cloud business and hyperscaler cloud providers, HCPs? Surat, Director of Strategy Analytics, a global market consulting firm, will answer this question in her speech. Please allow me to give the floor to Sue.
Director of Networks and Service Platforms for Strategy Analytics. And we're going to be talking today about how carriers can leverage and create synergy with the hyperscaler cloud providers. It's not simply a matter of competition, but more of cooperation to enhance value for both. We're going to be discussing 4 major topics and some key takeaways today. We're going to look at how the industry has really changed with 5G to allow for cloud-native software to interoperate with cloud hyperscalers. We're going to talk about cloud service opportunities and how carriers can really enable these niche verticals to be handled as broad horizontals as part of a 5G initiative that really allows carriers to use the cloud to create broad new horizontal markets. We're going to have a couple of examples of how existing carriers are already creating synergy with the hyperscalers. And then we're going to look at a quick roadmap for what carriers should do today to really exploit that situation. So what are the big differences that came with 5G service-based architecture and cloud-native software? Well, we get faster time to market for new service functions. We get scalable distributed services that go to the edge, as we're now discovering is a very hot market and great opportunity. Inherent security based on the way 5G operates and authenticates all applications. Software hosted in the cloud with lower hardware, lower TCO, and lower overall cost for testing, interoperability, and uploading, as well as a simpler service enablement environment and service assurance that's inherent in the design of 5G software as standalone. At the same time, the carriers and the hyperscaler providers are learning from each other as to what each other does particularly well. The carriers are learning a lot about agile application development and hosted cloud platforms, as well as the extensive use of IT practices and tools that have long been proven in the data center, and for upgrade and development and new DevOps techniques, as well as data analysis tools that operate in the IT world that can also be used to leverage API applications and then applied with new tools to the network exposure function in 5G to help monetize 5G edge and private networks as well as managed services. Digital experience comes as part of this whole transformation and is allowing both app developers and carriers to be creative within this new environment. At the same time, as we show on the right, the HCPs are learning technology and networking from the service providers and their vendors. And we're looking at how real-time networking, data storage, distributed databases can all be handled in near real time with new tools that are helping the relatively high latency cloud providers to adopt telco class and carrier class solutions. With solutions like Akrino for edge cloud, Kafka for distributed real-time event streaming, and Ignite for distributed database management, as well as multiple open source software from the Cloud Native Federation. And managing enterprise customers and using their IT tools is something the hyperscalers have always been good at, but now linking in the connectivity from their communications capability. Carrier opportunities come out of all of this, and the chart on the right shows the range of cloud services that everyone is familiar with. Starting on the right-hand side with software as a service, which is the public cloud model. Platform as a service, container as a service, and infrastructure as a service, as well as on-premise server platforms, can also be part of a cloud solution. And if you look at the chart, you can see that the purple indicates how much of that is provided as part of the platform. And in the case of the public cloud software as a service, you really see the whole thing can be in the public cloud. But most of the cases we're talking about today are really related to the infrastructure and platform as a service and going forward to container as a service. Next slide, please. We have put together an analysis for how the carriers can use this kind of infrastructure with both platform as a service and software as a service to create 5G end-to-end services for 8 broad horizontal markets. And I'll just briefly describe these, and you can read the detail yourself in the presentation later. We have edge services, cloud data center services, which you're obviously familiar with. That's the classic hyperscaler cloud solution. Network slicing, which is your classic VPN solution, is really a network slice, but that can now incorporate slicing the bandwidth to go along with the infrastructure slicing, as well as some of the managed service capabilities that are now becoming very interesting in 5G as individual business applications can move to a 5G telco and hyperscaler cloud. And then we have one of the sweet spots for the carriers, which is the hybrid public-private network. Wherever a private network needs to interoperate with remote applications and public services for mobile or remote users, it's an enormous opportunity for the carriers to cooperate with the hyperscaler cloud providers who don't have all that remote connectivity and coordination with the control plane across the network. And then we have a new market which is emerging for the fixed wireless access, which includes residential and small business broadband. And then we have 5G LAN, which is an interesting new capability to do campus interconnect with the 5G protocols. And finally, the new market that the cloud hyperscalers have themselves been adopting for a very long time, which is the e-commerce marketplace. But rather than limiting it to the cloud-hosted websites, we can now start to do real-time transactions from anywhere, connected from any location. And the telco and carrier environment can also host some of these e-commerce services and interoperate with the cloud providers. On the right side of the chart, I've just shown some examples of typical applications of B2B that map into each of these. Obviously, not all of the applications map into each category perfectly, and some applications will require multiple categories. But for example, it's typically the case that ultra-reliability, low-latency apps that go to the edge will typically be the best low-latency category as edge services. And corporate services that require backup of local privacy and security with sensitive corporate data is often an edge service. Similarly, a hosted cloud data service is a great place for corporate backup and remote 5G core allocation, such that you can have a backup in the network if any of the IT services that are operating on-prem or in a different cloud need to be backed up onto a carrier-provided telco, and so on. I'll leave the audience to go through the charts themselves later. We then want to think about how do we map these services into the strengths and weaknesses of the hyperscalers. And what I've shown here are the strengths that the carriers bring and the hyperscalers bring, and how the two of them can put together their own strengths to really provide the complete solution. So for edge services, we have the security that comes with 5G authentication for pre-authentication of both application and user identity, in conjunction with the typical carrier pre-integrated site capabilities for IoT management or containers and serverless access at the edge. Linking all of this with the virtualization of microservices at the carrier edge allows an operator and a hyperscaler to both offer both capabilities at the edge that neither could offer alone. And in the hyperscaler case, for instance, could leverage the real-time distributed multi-location capabilities with load management across the network that can be combined with the server distribution and virtualized data centers solutions that the cloud offers. And again, I won't go through each of these except to particularly highlight network slicing. One of the markets that's proved very challenging, but where hosting in the cloud can really bring some of the VPNs that have traditionally been used in the cloud and for private networks, very much can be in the cloud in conjunction with some of the new high-performance connectivity guarantees that come with the network slicing capabilities, with guaranteed latency and inherent privacy and security. And similarly, managed private networks can be done in the cloud or in the prem, and a combination of both, managing the cloud gateway from a 5G core at location or from a cloud-hosted location. The hybrid public-private network, as I mentioned, is a sweet spot where to manage both networks and provide security both at the IT applications level and at the network access level for applications that run seamlessly across both public and private environments. The last three applications are shown on this slide, with fixed wireless access being the anchor application for seamless broadband that includes both fixed and wireless access. With release 16, we now have seamless Wi-Fi as well as fixed 5G broadband access. And we also have the capability to bring all the IoT capabilities in from a vast dispersed group of locations using the hyperscaler cloud, and link all of those apps in the home for smart apps in the home, smart apps in the business, into the carrier cloud across a soft configurable environment that's all managed over both fixed and mobile access networks. 5G LAN can link super large VXLANs, which are limited to 1 million device IDs. We can now link those together across 5G and have a multi-LAN access environment, as well as a multi-location environment. And then finally, as I mentioned, there's a new interesting area where the new 5G marketplace capabilities can link to the carrier e-commerce. Next slide. So here's an example of how the carriers can create synergy with the hyperscalers. This particular example is for a hospital, for Xinjiang Hospital, which has on-premises multi-access edge compute. One of the early applications that can you leverage 5G but doesn't necessarily require 5G. It can happen today with LTE. And what we have is they can also manage both an on-premise three-dimensional image that's processed locally at the hospital, as well as allowing remote teaching and diagnostics for parties that are not located at the hospital, and may even include vehicles that may be on their way to the hospital to see the imaging, with the heavy-duty processing done in the cloud and then linked very locally at the hospital edge site. Another example, and this is probably the most generic one that hyperscalers and carriers are working on today, is an example from Vodafone Business, where the multi-cloud is the sweet spot that many corporations and enterprises are really looking to have clouds that are application specific. So they might use Microsoft Azure for many of their Office applications, while they're using AWS, Amazon Web Services, for some of their specialty hosting for their own corporate processes and unique corporate applications. And Alibaba Cloud might be used for transactions for small and medium business. So Vodafone has found a sweet spot as an operator to provide synergy with any of these hyperscaler providers and the locations where they may be used, to offer multiple public clouds with seamless interoperability. and operating across a mesh or some kind of interconnect environment that can even allow the enterprise customer to share those applications between sites, but more importantly, to switch rapidly between them and share a common network with common databases and common users and common administrative processes. The high-level roadmap that we see coming from today through the next 5 years or so, through 2025 and beyond, really requires that the service providers, the carriers themselves, can immediately take advantage of their unique network capabilities and bring those to the 8 market segments we discussed, and work with the hyperscalers to really leverage the over-the-top applications and all the hyperscaler cloud provisioning, IT tools, and so on, to really make that easy for their customers. And as part of that, to really start to work with the hyperscaler developer programs, really understanding how cloud native and interoperability can work 5G and hyperscaler services together, and develop new application-specific partners, something the hyperscalers have been very good at, that the carriers can benefit from. It's also time to plan to use the cloud IT toolkits that are off the shelf from the Cloud Native Computing Foundation, as well as other organizations like the Open Network Foundation and so on. And these solutions will ultimately lead to the kind of 2024, 2025 solutions where the operators and the carriers can really offer complex multi-domain, multi-cloud environments with control planes that interoperate with the cloud services as required and allow enterprises to leverage both environments for their strengths with solutions that offer not only the carrier unique advantages, but bring in 5G standalone as part of a hyperscaler cloud environments for new services. So what are the key takeaways? Carriers can create synergy with the HCPs, hyperscaler cloud providers, and in particular, they can do this around the cloud-native software as they adopt 5G standalone. For the B2B market, the carriers can really leverage the advantages in those 8 segments and differently in each segment. So it'd be great to sit down with anyone who's interested and talk about how each of these specific markets play out with different hyperscaler cloud providers in different regions of the world, where depending on the edge service availability or the degree to which hybrid public-private services are available, or where private network spectrum is available. Carriers really can learn a lot from the hyperscalers, as they already are, and really getting to understand the enterprise and the app developers value chain and learn what tools are required, what kind of development environments are required to really become part of a connectivity solution that's part of a cloud I/O storage and telco carrier I/O connectivity solution. And then finally, I would emphasize the importance of industry standards, which in particular, the telcos have been able to really leverage 3GPP and other standards from IETF, the internet standard, where the cloud providers are largely themselves depending on that environment, but really bring together some of the more proprietary environments that exist today into the open industry standards cloud that we expect to see over the next 5 years. Thank you very much. I really appreciate your time and look forward to talking with you further.
Thank you, Sue, for your thought-provoking presentation. Opportunities are everywhere amid industry digitalization, but only those that make wise choices and take quick action stand to gain. Think cloud native, act cloud native. That's the approach to the cloud of tomorrow. Next, we are joined by Mr. Dong Libin, Director of Huawei Cloud Computing Marketing. He will give a speech.
Ladies and gentlemen, nice to meet you at the Carrier Cloud Transformation Summit. I'm here today representing Huawei Cloud to share our progress and practice in carrier digitization. Carbon peak and carbon neutrality are now a global priority. However, data centers are increasing amounts of energy. Globally, they consume 4% of the world's electricity and emit 1% of greenhouse gas every year. And these figures are still on the rise. In China, the PUE of new large or hyperscale data centers must now be lower than 1.3. Gartner statistics show that normally the data centers around the world only use an average of 6 to 12% of CPU resource. What does this mean for the world? Cloud data centers have an edge to offer, thanks to their PUE, normally just less than 1.2, and very high resource utilization. Normally they are over 40%. It is time to move to the cloud, innovate on the cloud, and grow on the cloud. Now let's explore how to make this happen for the carriers. Here are 4 facts. Leading carriers have made a head start to developing enterprise-facing business on the cloud. Deutsche Telekom has made cloud one of these early strategic directions and also launched the Open Telecom Cloud as a core at T-Systems, rating a leading cloud service vendors in Germany. Deutsche net profit have turned positive since Q1 last year, as reported, thanks to the performance of the cloud. Similarly, it also happened in France. Orange worked with the partners to launch Orange Flexible Engine to provide rich cloud service and help enterprise transform their traditional IT to cloud native. In market survey, ISE have rated OBS to a leading public cloud vendors in France. China Mobile is a leading integrated carrier. It has been vigorously developing cloud service since 2019. According to its financial report, cloud service have seen continuous growth very fast with 3 digits. In last year, China Mobile cloud revenue have reached 24.2 billion Chinese yuan, around $3.6 billion US dollars, a large contributors into the overall growth. It's amazing these kind of operators make this kind of achievements. Huawei is the world leading telco service providers. With more than 30 years of experience, we have a deep understanding of carrier business environment and transformation needs. We now bring this technology, experience, and service together on Huawei Cloud. For example, we use artificial intelligence to package our network operation and maintenance into smart O&M SaaS service for our customers. Other services of major concerns in the industry, such as online charge service and the AI call center, are also SaaS-based now, helping carriers reduce operation costs and shorten our time to the market. We partner up with carriers to provide a business package not only of cloud, network, but more important, we have tens of thousands innovative applications. This offering will reinvent the customer service experience and create our shared success. This year, we want to inspire value with everything as a service. Huawei Cloud aim to help our carriers' customers to push deeper into digital transformation, seize opportunities in the cloud era, and expand their market space. Everything as a service is underpinned by the 3 pillars. The first is infrastructure as a service. Thanks to our global data centers and network, Huawei Cloud provides customer, partners, and our developers with one consistent experience, enabling customers' business is quickly reach to the world. Second, technology as a service by translating Huawei rich technical expertise into cloud service. We offered the most advanced tech from our cloud, including AI, database, 3D ultra high definition encoding and decoding, automated development, test pipeline, blockchain, and etc. Third, expertise as a service. Huawei Cloud worked with partners to turn the best practice of digital transformation across industry into digital assets and open them up on Huawei Cloud to help build industry applications platform and process platform. These resources help customers embrace digital transformation and grow faster. In evolve from cloud native to distributed cloud native, customers in industry such as automobile, internet, and finance have achieved consistent applications experience across clouds. With our ubiquitous cloud-native service, customers manage all Kubernetes clusters and up-layer applications on and off the cloud centrally. We made this possible for our customers' easy usage, management, and maintenance, no matter your cloud, whatever you are. Huawei Cloud works with BUPT, a university institute in China, to deploy capabilities on satellite. Through distributed cloud-native technology, satellite then can analyze whether the captured images are blocked by the clouds, the real clouds, and send only just clear photos to the ground receiving stations. These applications enhance the precision of data computing by more than 50%. 90% less data sent back to the ground. You know, the bandwidth from the satellite to the ground is very expensive. Distributed cloud-native turns our traditional satellite into an intelligent satellite. Building on distributed cloud-native, we worked with carriers. We can build the solutions for enterprise branches, offshore oil fields, power inspection, retail stores, and gas stations, and so on. Digital transformation is increasingly intelligent. Huawei Cloud AI core technologies and service, plus carriers' leading network infrastructure, become a powerful combination. This acceleration industry intelligent transformation. At this year MWC in Barcelona, the 5G Smart Port project, joint built by Tianjin Port, Huawei Cloud, and China Mobile, won the Best Mobile Innovate for the Connected Economy Award. Tianjin Port is one of the top 10 ports in China, with an annual container throughput of nearly 20 million containers every year. Huawei Cloud Optiverse AI server helped the ports speed up planning by more than 100 times, with tens of millions of variables and constraints. It streamlined full link collaboration and maximized resource scaling, empowering device utilization by 15% and reduced the stackyard overturn rate by 20%. By running faster and smarter, Tianjin Port's resource scaling is truly maximized and globally optimized. This is a great example of how Huawei Cloud and the carriers can work together to drive AI across the industries. Metaverse is the latest hot topic. What does it mean for our telcos? The answer is positive. Starting from digital content production, more digital content inevitability brings more demands for carriers' networks and your cloud infrastructure. Huawei Cloud's Meta Studios is a digital content pipeline for 3D digital content development, application development, and the real-time interaction framework. The development framework provides virtual humans and 3D virtual development capabilities. Anything as small as clothes and shoes, or as large as buildings and mountains, can be produced through this framework. It can be used to quickly build virtual space, allow users to explore in the virtual human avatars. Finally, the real-time interaction framework enables users around the world to communicate and interact face-to-face through virtual human identity. With Meta Studios, customers in the various industries can easily produce digital content and develop 3D applications such as the virtual concert, exhibitions, office collaboration, or industry digital twins. In a world still faced with the pandemic, enterprises are showing stronger willingness to explore the global market. Take Chinese enterprise as an example. Many of them face fierce competition and weak growth at home, and looked overseas to future growth. We call this trend going global. It presents a huge market opportunities not only for Huawei Cloud, but also for our telcos. With Huawei Cloud's rich experience and capabilities built over the past 20 years, and carriers' localizations, these Go Clouds, Go Global enterprise are better equipped to blend it into the local business environment and achieve win-win results. Huawei Cloud has launched a flexible carrier partner program for the two sectors. First, Huawei Cloud expanded the 2B market space with the carriers through sell-through and solution cooperation. Second, to enhance the carrier digital transformation, Huawei Cloud offering cloud-native and DevOps technology and mature SaaS package to jointly expand the market space. However, Cloud has established the cloud service resale partnerships with more than 20 leading carriers and build cloud service with 6 major carriers to sell service to customers. In addition, more than 100 carriers around the world use Huawei Cloud as the foundation for the digital transformation and have made good progress in pushing forward in their digitalization and cloud journey. Lastly, I'd like to share the progress of the Huawei Cloud in the past year. With continuous R&D market investments, Huawei Cloud is growing at a remarkable speed and has become an important player in the global market. However, Huawei Cloud is now ranked second in China and fifth in the world. Huawei Cloud is the first cloud service provider to grow rapidly in Africa. It has the most nodes in Latin America, and it's the fastest growing in Asia. Join us as we capture the potential of cloud computing with carriers from all over the world. Thank you.
Thank you to Mr. Dong for that noteworthy speech. Expertise as a service for shared excellence. Technology as a service for easy innovation. and is structured as a service for global accessibility. It is these services that have catalyzed the rapid growth of Huawei Cloud in recent years. I am glad to be joined next by Mr. Chen Shuizhen, Director of Huawei Carrier IT Marketing and Solution Sales. Hello, Mr. Chen.
Hi, Lisa. You must have learned a lot from those forward-looking presentations.
Cloud transformation is interruptive for carriers who want to stay ahead of the competition. Huawei Cloud has a knack for understanding what our carrier customers need to ease their cloud journey and to deliver constant growth.
You hit the nail on the head. Do you know what are the key aspects of carrier cloud transformation?
I'm looking forward to hearing about how carrier can seek new engines for growth in cloud.
That's exactly what my presentation will be talking about.
We are ready when you are, Mr. Chen.
I'm David from Huawei Carrier IT Business Department. I'm glad to have this chance to share how Huawei Cloud helps carriers accelerate cloud transformation to drive new growth. I will focus on Huawei Cloud solutions tailored to carrier needs, as well as the unique strength. Almost everybody agrees that the growth of carriers' conventional services is slowing down. In 2021, this growth rate was only 4% globally. Carriers are also rolling out new services powered by new technologies such as 5G, cloud computing, AI, big data, and edge computing. These new services are creating new spaces for carrier growth. In 2021, the revenue from these new services increased by more than 20%, accounting for 27% of total revenue. These new services have become what we call the second growth curve for carriers, as they allow carriers to accelerate monetization of the networks. Carriers in different regions will develop new services based on their own unique strengths and characteristics. Examples include mobile payment services in emerging markets, video services in Asia-Pacific region, and cloud plus IoT and data center services in China B2B markets. To support the development of second growth curve, Carrier also needs a more robust, modern ICT infrastructure, improving operational efficiency. Increasing agility and reshaping customer experiences are important, but unlocking more growth opportunities is always the ultimate goal. More and more carriers are transforming themselves to become comprehensive ICT service providers instead of just a communication technology service provider. The key to this transformation lies in bridging the capability gap in IT infrastructure and using the cloud as an enabler and accelerator. Almost everyone in this industry agrees that cloud is the future, but the cloud transformation will require significant long-term investment, according to third-party reports. Over the next 5 years, carriers' investment in cloud transformation will increase at a compound annual growth rate of 27%. Most of these investments will happen in West Europe, Asia Pacific, and China. Drawing from Huawei's 30 years of experience in the telecom industry and the wealth of experience delivering cloud projects, we have identified several major challenges faced by carriers pursuing the cloud journey. Needless to say, the telecom industry has high barriers to entry, with its complex network and service architectures. Different carriers have their own unique strengths in different areas. The need to plan the cloud strategy, choose the right path to the cloud, and select cloud partners based on their own unique situations. I will talk about each of these. First, carriers need to develop a cloud strategy that can play to the advantages. Here are a few key points. The strategy must maximize the value of carriers' network assets and drive sustainable growth for the conventional core businesses. Cloud transformation is about using cloud to boost communication technology, not the other way around. It is about combining the cloud with carriers' unique advantages to further enhance those advantages. Cloud transformation must facilitate agile development and accelerate time to market of new services. It must help carriers win over digital consumers by augmenting carriers' current advantages in communication technology networks and the already vast customer bases. Cloud transformation must help carriers improve internal IT efficiency. The goal is to improve operational efficiency and support continuous growth. Second, choosing the right path to the cloud is about ensuring data security, system stability, and the business agility during and after the cloud journey. These are three key things carriers must think through before they start the cloud journey. Is cloud necessary? When is the right time to start the cloud journey? What kind of cloud? Carriers run many large-scale IT systems such as BSS, OSS, MSS, as well as internet applications, development and testing platforms, big data platforms, and ERP. These systems are most independent, yet they interconnect with each other. For those systems, it's rarely enough to just lift and shift them to the cloud. The paths to the cloud must be planned systematically based on the different characteristics. Is cloud necessary? To answer this question, you need to consider both the technical and commercial factors. In technical terms, you need to consider complexity of the cloud migration, rehosting platform upgrades, re-architecture, and a clean replacement. Which is the best option? In commercial terms, analyze the TCO and ROI and identify the business value that the cloud migration can generate. What is the best time to move to the cloud? Cloud transformation cannot be achieved overnight. You have to prioritize. Typically, you want to start with non-critical workloads and save the most mission-critical applications for the last. And you want to start with those that are easier to migrate to cloud and work your way towards the more complex ones. What kind of cloud should I use? You choose a type of cloud that is right for your needs for application state security, service agility, user experience assurance, and the optimal TCO. Due to the security and compliance requirements, some mission-critical application must be deployed on premises. This private cloud is the right choice. Some applications need highly elastic resources, or they are cloud native, or they require fast iteration and depend on more advanced cloud services. In this case, you can deploy them on a public cloud. Some applications need to be deployed closer to user for a better user experience. In this case, you'd better deploy them on the edge. Some applications may have some or all of these features. For them, a distributed hybrid cloud may be the right choice. On the other hand, the user management platform needs highly elastic resources and therefore should be deployed on a public cloud, where cloud-native deployment is also better supported. Third, carriers need a trustworthy, experienced, and a competent partner to help them navigate the cloud journey. Such a partner should have the following characteristics. They have a deeper understanding of the telecom industry and the needs of carriers. They have deep expertise in both communication technology and information technology. Another way of saying this is that they are ICT native. This way, they can help carriers deal with challenges that occur during cloud transformation. They have had many successes in a wide range of domains and have the same strategic goal as carriers do when it comes to the cloud. For example, such a partner can work with the carriers to expand the B2B market together. The two parties can work as strategic partners rather than potential competitors. They can provide local services to help carriers solve new problems they encounter during cloud transformation and also quickly respond to new requirements. Cloud transformation touches every aspect of an organization, including internal management, business process, and the skill sets of employees. Carriers will need localized and even on-site support from the cloud service provider, and not only for themselves, but also for their own enterprise customers. Huawei has over 30 years of experience serving global carriers. We provide leading ICT solutions and localized services and support all over the world. We are uniquely positioned to provide cloud solutions tailored to carrier needs and to help them drive new growth by leveraging the unique strength. Today, on this summit, we are happy to announce our comprehensive carrier cloud solutions that address three important areas for carriers: network monetization, service innovation, and operational excellence. Okay, next, let us have a closer look at these solutions. We believe the purpose of cloud transformation should be threefold for carriers: accelerating network monetization and service innovation, and driving operational excellence for sustainable growth. With the cloud, carriers can deliver network resources to enterprise customers as flexible cloud services or as compilations of them. Using comprehensive cloud services from Huawei Cloud, carriers can accelerate time to market, allowing them to quickly respond to new demand and seize new markets. Huawei Cloud also condenses Huawei's decades of experience serving global carriers and offers such experience and expertise as cloud services. Carriers can easily access these services and use them to facilitate operations. The first purpose is about using the cloud to accelerate network monetization and maximize the value of carriers' connectivity services. Take one Chinese carrier as an example. This carrier's B2B business was mostly selling private lines to enterprise customers. The annual price of each private line was $20,000. This carrier used to earn only a little more than $100,000 per year selling these private lines. Later, it changes its business model and started selling private networks based on network slicing. This new business model offers comprehensive ICT solutions that combine cloud, network, and security services. Now, this carrier makes over $3 million per year from this package, of which the network revenue is over 1 million, a tenfold growth compared to the old business model. In support of this new business model, Huawei provides a resource isolation solution that consists of private networks plus dedicated clouds. This is backed up by Huawei Cloud's more than 70 global certifications for security and compliance, ensuring that this business meets the government's compliance requirements. In addition, technologies such as end-to-end network slicing ensure a 5-line network's reliability and the network latency within 5 milliseconds. And security services both on and off the cloud are used together to ensure end-to-end security. The second paper is about using the cloud to accelerate service innovation. In the digital era, carriers need to be able to quickly roll out new services to quickly respond to changing demands, and the cloud is a good way to accelerate all of this. Huawei has extensive practices in innovation in telecom applications and the network services. We can use cloud services to help carriers accelerate time to market by adopting agile development methods. By deploying an innovation platform on the cloud, carriers can accelerate deployments from months to just weeks. In Africa, we have helped some carriers deploy the mobile wallet platform on Huawei Cloud. The service rollout time was reduced from months to weeks, and the resources can now be scaled out in just a few minutes. In addition, these carriers can have access to Huawei Cloud rich ecosystem and hence fast access to new capabilities. Behind all this, Huawei Cloud also provides telecom expertise as a service. For example, we condensed telecom expertise into our Pangu model. Analysis efficiency was improved by 10 to 100-fold. An application needs to be deployed only once and can be deployed anywhere. The deployment cycle is reduced by 80%. The third paper is about using the cloud to drive operational excellence and sustainable growth of carriers' conventional services. Carriers all over the world are built 5G networks. After 5G networks are built, carriers still face the challenge of acquiring 5G users in a fast and sustainable manner. For one carrier in Asia, only 10% of its users were 5G subscribers. This carrier used Huawei distributed data lake solution to support BSS OSS collaborative analysis by SmartCare. The success rate of 5G user conversion was improved by 180%, allowing the carrier to continuously increase 5G service revenue. Huawei distributed data lake solution uses the He2 engine to enable collaborative data analysis between a data lake and the data warehouse, and without the need for data migration. Data query and analysis tasks have been accelerated from minutes to seconds. In addition, with the distributed deployment over Huawei Cloud Stack and the public cloud, only some of the data needs to be moved to the clouds. Mission-critical data is kept on the carrier's premises. This helps ensure data security and accommodate latency-sensitive applications. Huawei's Carrier BG also provides cloud consulting services for carriers. This is backed up by our many years of expertise in the field and the extensive best practices acquired in delivering carriers' cloud projects over the years. We usually start the consultation with a survey through which we can understand our carriers' customers' current situation, and by combining this with the carrier's overall strategy, We can have key findings such as cloud maturity of different systems. Based on this, we can provide a cloud blueprint tailored to the carrier's needs, identify the right path to the cloud, and design feasible cloud migration plans. When it comes to cloud migration, we propose a step-by-step approach where we start from the easiest items and then work our way to the more complex ones. We also moving from less important workloads to more mission-critical ones. We also match cloud migration process to its application lifecycle. We use a set of comprehensive methods to help carriers determine the right path to the cloud. These methods cover the business drivers behind the cloud migration, cloud maturity models, the benefits and the risk of migrating to the cloud, the technical feasibility. They help answer carriers' questions about what cloud to use, how to use the cloud, and more. In addition to our existing services tools for telecom networks, we have developed professional cloud migration and management tools. Huawei's local service teams around the world will provide end-to-end support for carriers to ease the cloud journey. Huawei Cloud supports distributed cloud infrastructure by providing public cloud, edge cloud, as well as dedicated clouds. That is Huawei Cloud Stack. The public cloud operates 27 regions, 65 active roams, and 2,800 CDN nodes worldwide. Huawei Cloud Stack supports on-premises deployment. It provides data localization, local management, and an experience similar to that with the public clouds. It can meet most of the cloud needs of carriers. By the end of 2021, Huawei had worked extensively with more than 120 carriers globally on cloud services. With a deep understanding of carrier networks and solutions that deeply integrates the network and the cloud, Huawei Cloud helps carriers quickly monetize the network assets and consolidate the growth of conventional telecom services. By offering telecom expertise as cloud services over a leading platform, Huawei Cloud helps carriers accelerate time to market for new services and drive new growth in new areas. Huawei Cloud also offers pre-optimized cloud solutions to drive operational excellence for carriers, helping carriers improve efficiency and drive sustainable growth. I firmly believe that carriers can unlock new significant growth opportunities through cloud transformation. As long as they play to the unique advantages, Huawei is ready to work with carriers around the world to accelerate the cloud journey, building new capabilities and embrace new growth. At this summit, we have also invited our carrier friends from many parts of the world to join our discussion on how to accelerate carriers' cloud transformation. Together, we will share our success stories as well as lessons learned. Now, I will turn the stage over to our carrier friends.
Dear guests, ladies and gentlemen, it's my great pleasure to meet you at the Win-Win Huawei Innovation Week. I would like to take this opportunity to share China Mobile Jiangsu's practice of B2B transformation in the context of digital economy. The topic of my presentation is Cloud 5G Synergy for Shared Success in Industry, China Mobile Jiangsu's enterprise business practices. Today, digital economy has become the mainstream, succeeding agricultural and industrial economy. President Xi attaches great importance to digital economy, emphasizing that we need to understand the trend and pattern of digital economy and promote the healthy development of China's digital economy. It is estimated that by 2025, the contributions made by digital economy to GDP in China will increase from 39.8% in 2021 to more more than 50%. Information services will increase from 12.5 trillion in 2021 to 22.8 trillion yuan. Facing the new opportunity, China Mobile repositions itself to be a world-class information service innovator and redefines its strategy, aiming to encourage new elements integration and stimulate new momentum. Our portfolio includes 5G plus computing network, computing power, network, and intelligent platform. The portfolio combines connectivity with computing power and capabilities to meet, guide, and create requirements. China Mobile Jiangsu is fast to implement the corporate strategy by building a digital infrastructure featuring connectivity, computing power, and capabilities. The infrastructure lays the foundation for industry digital transformation. In terms of connectivity, we released 3 5G dedicated network offerings called Premium, Exclusive, and Deluxe. We were the first to implement end-to-end processes of provisioning 5G dedicated networks. Also, the first to release the SLF standard, commercially deploying 5G dedicated networks at large scale. China Mobile commercialized the 5G capabilities with Huawei, converting networks capabilities into 5G virtual dedicated networks. SLA commitment ensures stable and reliable operations of production services. In addition, we have built a 3-level N+ campus management network for provincial and city campuses to meet requirements of diverse scenarios and services. The network quality is visualized, faults can be demarcated, and issues can be predicted. Currently, we are developing the A10 O&M system in Wuxi. In Suzhou, we work with media on 5G converged positioning. In Zhenjiang, we work with a concrete maker on 5G belt inspection. With regards to computing power, we have defined a 5 plus 13 plus X computing power architecture, extending massive amount of computing power to edge and building future-proof green low-carbon DCs to continuously provide quality computing power for diverse user demands. Among the 5 provincial data centers, DCs in Nanjing, Suzhou, and Wuxi have become actually a tourist attraction. By 2023, it is estimated that there will be nearly 200,000 racks of computing resources and more than 3 million servers in the province. Computing power will exceed 10,000 petaflops. Computing power is the core, network is the foundation. As the cloud migration of enterprise IT accelerates, the multi-core and multi-node increase complexity of enterprise networking. We work with Huawei to commercialize PON, PTN, SPN, OTN, cloud private line, and 5G dedicated cloud network. In this solution, central northern parts and the southern part of Jiangsu, high bandwidth, ultra-reliable cloud backbone networks are deployed. We're exploring the unified scheduling and orchestration for mobile and fixed networks. Also, one-click network provisioning offers secure and flexible access to customers, making cloud access fast. China Mobile Jiangsu is the first to enable one hop to cloud in all cities inside the province. In terms of capabilities, after years of exploration, China Mobile Jiangsu now serves industry, campus education, healthcare, and smart city by integrating industry-specific data, experience, expertise, business processes, and platform technologies. On top of China Mobile's 9.1 Level 1 platform, the closer to customers Level 2 platform is built, linking with cloud network and applications. Applications can be flexibly combined. This allows us to promote 5G dedicated network, China Mobile Cloud, and application altogether. As of today, on top of the 9.1 platform, China Mobile Jiangsu has developed 29 products, aggregated applications from over 300 partner industries. We increasingly realize that working alone is not enough. Only by strengthening external cooperations and gathering strengths of all parties can we grow the market and grow together. We are striving to become an influencer of digital ecosystem productivity. China Mobile would like to develop vertical and horizontal ecosystems to expand the task force of industry and digital providers. The vertical ecosystem is market-oriented. It streamlines the upper and lower stream of the industrial chain. The horizontal ecosystem encourages technology integrations through capability platform. We will also create standards with partners, promote role model services, and develop industry ecosystem. We have nearly 2,000 close partners from diverse backgrounds. More and more players are happy to join us in the journey of shared success and enjoy the dividends brought by our cooperation. In recent years, we work with our partners to enable leading customers in industries and have built many role model projects. For example, we work with Hengtong Optic Electric to build a smart campus with 5G and industrial internet. In addition to 5G coverage, the project made industrial equipment connected and smart. MEC was deployed to make plant security management intelligent, analyze product defects in real time, and control production equipment. We also adopted big data to link product data with operation data, value chain data, external data, creating a complete data loop. This project became a benchmark in the optical communication industry as it helps increase the qualification rate of optical fiber by 25%. We also work with Nanjing Lishui National Agriculture and Technology Zone to empower rural areas with 5G and blockchain. By adopting 5G and IoT, blackberries and blueberries are planted precisely. Technologies can monitor the environment dynamically and intelligently analyze the needs for water and fertilization, and even water and fertilize the berries automatically. The blueberry productivity grew from 700 caddy per mu to 3,000 caddy per mu. With digitalization, the financial benefits is significant. In the future, we will keep discovering the value of digital applications and be deeply integrated into verticals, hoping that we can standardize the practices and business model in the market so that we can bring greater momentum to digital economy growth. Nothing is too difficult if strengths and intelligence are all combined. Let's work together to seize the opportunity of intelligent digital transformation for a better future in all industry. Thank you very much.
Good day everyone. I am Pradeep D. Almeida, Group Chief Technology Officer for Dialog Axiata. So Dialog is a leading quad-play service provider in Sri Lanka. Just to give some perspective about Sri Lanka, in terms of market penetration, it's around 142% for mobile because it's a multi-SIM market, and home broadband is around 45%. Pay TV is around 40% and fixed voice is around 51%. So if you look at Dialog's market share, mobile we have 51% market share in terms of SIMs, and revenue market share is around 66%, and home broadband 53%, pay TV 72%, and fixed voice around 17%, and international we have around 51%. So we are the leading number one quad-play service provider in Sri Lanka. So if you look at the total number of operators, there are 5 operators, and the leading 2 are the most profitable, and both are quad-play service providers, whereas the other are either limited to mobile or fixed line. So if you look at communication service providers and what are the challenges that they have to go through. So first, you always demand high experience. So whatever the technology that you come up with, the applications grows at a much faster rate, so it demands higher data throughputs. Then OPEX continue to go high, so challenge in the profitability of operator. So that requires for you to bring down the cost per bit. And the legacy business, your traditional cash cows are no more bringing you revenue, like voice, SMSs are no more bringing you the revenue, and then you have to invent new services and new applications to stay profitable. And that's why you need this digital transformation. And the main reasons behind it, why you need digital transformation, is to improve your experience, to improve your efficiency, and to create new business model. So Dialog, we have this what we call this OWA model. It stands for, O stands for the organization structure, and W stands for way of work, and A stands for analytics. So first, any change should start with the organization. So we have to relook at the organization and radically see how are we going to change the organization to face the new demand or the new challenges. Then when it comes to digitalization, if you try to digitalize the processors as is, that will not bring you better results. So you have to critically assess all the processors and see how can you short circuit or how can you simplify these processors as much as possible. And the third one is analytics. So data driven decision making is quite important, because nowadays you get a lot of data and then you have to make use of this data through analytics, so that each and every decision will be supported by data, so that you can come to a, your certainty level of accuracy will be much higher. So organization structure, we used to have a hierarchical organization which goes to around 7 or 8 levels, different hierarchies. So what we did was we started this process and started flattening the organization. And today we have only 4 layers. So the topmost to the bottom, it's only 4 layers. So it's a flattened organization compared to what it used to be. And then agility. So you have to inculcate the culture of agile. So then how do you do is, it's all virtual teams. You're not permanently attached to any team or any division. And it's agile way of working. And then we have changed all the processes to meet or suit this requirement. So simplification, flexibility, agility, and also these need to be supported by the proper tools, so that you will empower the organization through automation and digitalization, giving you the right access to the tools. Plus the analytics will form the fundamental layer which will help you to extract the data or the information that you need for decision making purposes. So cloudification, for if you look at the organization, so for decision making and for analytics, if you try to do it on a siloed organization, that will not, or siloed systems, that will not bring you results. So what we have done is we have come up with this concept of data lake, which is your single source of truth. And then you keep on pumping all the data that you generate from various different systems, so that you have in the network, to this single source of truth. And then it get pushed to the cloud. The single source of truth or the data lake is in the cloud, and then you use different technologies to analyze this and come up with your the reports that you require to make decision. And also the same data lake is used to do the analytics, and I'll give you some examples what we do today, and how it helps the organization. Some things, certain things that we used to do manually, how we do it using these tools, even without using any manual processes. So these are some of the examples. Like if you look at the analytics, so let's say a few of the examples. We have 100 of these cases, but then I'll touch only few cases. So this overpropagation analysis, this is on the cells. One of the biggest issue is on the cell coverage, the overpropagation or overshooting. So here we use mainly, there are 2 key data sources, that is the MDT and the timing advance, where you use this information and then plot it using this data, and then you can, to a great accuracy, you can predict your overpropagation. Then you pass it to the radio network optimizing team, who will look at this and optimize the network, so that you eliminate the impacts due to this overpropagation issues. And I know almost all of us are familiar with this traditional way of doing drive tests. So we used to go on drive tests with competitor SIMs or competitor coverage. We used to do drive tests to analyze or check all this, the coverage comparison as well as the throughput or the performance comparison. So today again you use this MDT data and PRB data to assess your coverage. So they are, rather than going physically, you can use this data and plot this, and then you can come to a certain accuracy or a great accuracy on the network performance on your network. So you don't have to waste time traveling, or you can save a lot of manpower, as well as the level of accuracy that you get, because MDT data come with GPS accuracy. So that will help you to give a better accuracy on the network performance. So where the bad patches are, where the good areas where you get a better throughput and a faster network on the network. Then value-based capex planning. Everyone is constrained for capex, and then when you roll out sites, you should know where you should put this site. You have to ensure the site is put at the best place, which will bring you the best ROI or the return on investment. So again, we use all the data that we have, whether it's performance data, coverage data, customer complaint, and also a lot of data that comes through all the social media, like all the data that gives the customer experience is used to as input to this prediction engine, and then you come up with site ranking showing you, okay, what is the best place if you have to put the next site. So this certainly will help you to optimize your capex and also prioritize the site so that you ensure you put it at the right place. So it's not only one data input, it's multiple data inputs. Like I said, it can be the performance data of the existing network plus the customer complaint plus the blind spots or the social media related data that will go as input to this engine, which will give you the expected outcome. Then complaint bucketing and network issue identification. Again, this is like unless you correlate and identify the root cause, you will be struggling solving customer complaints. So again, we do this complaint bucketing, which will help us to identify, okay, what are the root causes, which issue is causing this multiple complaints, and help us to address this issue. And then AMA, the AI/ML data-driven virtual NOC. This is again traditional network operation center. We used to man it. Like there are like 30-40 staff at any given time looking at the operation center, looking at various screens, then looking at the alarm and escalating it to the relevant field force for them to go and attend to that work. But today we have virtualized network where there's hardly any. You don't have to have NOC staff manning at the NOC center. So what we have done is we have empowered even the regional staff or the field force so that they get alarms. So that will be the last one, because first it will be auto detection, then auto ticketing, auto escalation, and it will do the auto remedy. And if you can't solve only, it will go to the workforce who will attend to the work. And also we have done the workforce empowerment where the NOC, there's no more trouble escalation, manual escalation, or a call-based escalation to the field force. It will get automatically through an app updated to the field workforce, and they will let's say they will attend to the work and get the relevant order sorted out. And then one other thing is the predictive maintenance. Here we are used to doing let's say reactive maintenance. When a fault happens, you go to the site and then you attend to it and then you solve the problem. But instead of doing it, what we do is we use a lot of data that we have for years and years and then run a prediction engine. So we do this with a partner, and then they come up with the probability, right, showing, okay, there's a probability that particular site A will encounter a fault related to this equipment by next week. So that type of prediction is done using this prediction engine. So the accuracy and the coverage, we have reached very, let's say, very much acceptable levels, and it gives us a better outcome so that we don't have to attend to this proactively and this gets sorted reactively. And you see some of the benefits. We see around 20% reduction in reactive tickets or the site visits, and then 10 to 15 reduction in cost per site visit, and 0.05 to 0.1% improvement in the availability, which really helps the network, because otherwise you wait till the site goes down and then you go attend to it, which will take time, which will contribute to your outage. But doing this, even without any, and you can do this during the off-peak hours, let's say at midnight, where you can go to the site and then the predicted element, you can attend to it and sort it out so that you eliminate any probability for that outage to happen. And then as I informed, we are a COT play service operator where there's a lot of CP installation involved. So you have to visit customers, whether it's broadband or direct to home TV. You have to visit the house and then get the install. So we used to have if you look at how we started it, it was like we started paper based, and all the work orders are printed in the morning and given to the staff. Then we converted it to SMS based, and then we came up with this app where now app is used for all the work. So no more paper and no more SMS based. It's all the work orders are pushed to the app. So that was implemented by 2019. then came up with this concept of crowdsourcing, where you don't have to have your own workforce. You crowdsource and then you advertise, or first you onboard the skill team. So you have to do a proper assessment process and onboarding process. So once you have the right skill set, then you push the job to the relevant team or the individual who goes to the customer premises and then get it attended. And there's a review mechanism where they will get scores based on the job that they do. So it's a really crowdsourced implementation, and doing this, we have managed to bring down our workforce drastically, and today we have higher number of freelancers doing these installations, and also it gives us the cost saving, because we pay per job, rather than maintaining a huge workforce. We pay per job, and that will help us to that has helped us to drastically reduce the cost. So then we are in the process of, like, very soon this will be expanded to almost nearly 90 to 100% staff will be on the freelance mode rather than on the in-house model. Then if you look at the cloud transformation on the network side, so we started with this NFV cloud on the telco side, as well as on the IT side it was the hybrid cloud. We have the in-house cloud as well as public cloud, and then we have the enterprise cloud also. I'll touch a little bit on the enterprise on the subsequent slide. So we started in on-prem, and then there were two. One was telco cloud, which is NFV based, and the other one, the IT cloud, was on the normal public, the cloud based, the virtualization based cloud for IT applications. And today what we have done is we are sort of adopting a cap and grow type of a strategy, where we are running a mix of in-house as well as the public cloud. So this is on the network side. So Huawei is the key partner for core sites and the core application. So this, you see the different type of applications that we have, from CEM, CWR, OWS, and other applications. So we have started a migration of all these to a single cloud. So for example, OSS, which we used to run on a on-prem cloud, was migrated to a cloud beginning of this year. So then it's on fully cloud, and then all the other applications which are running on a silo environment is being migrated now, targeting a full-fledged cloud implementation, which will be starting from on-prem but will be expanded to hybrid, and maybe eventually to sort of public cloud. So to touch a little bit on the enterprise side, and what are the different offerings or the cloud proposition or the solutions that we offer to our enterprise customers. So this is our journey, leveraging our ecosystem opportunity in cloud value chain. We started as a connectivity service provider, starting from mobile, then fixed, then TV, and eventually the quad play services. Then on the cloud side, we started with infrastructure. Actually, initial data centers were targeted providing space and power, and then now it's getting expanded to other services. So storage, compute, as well as the platform. So then application development. So we do system integration and then sell, build, and support. So this shows the end-to-end life cycle, starting from connectivity, infrastructure, platform, applications, development, integration, and billing and support the whole ecosystem for the enterprise customers. So look at some of the cloud models that we do. So we have Dialog, our own cloud or on-prem cloud, as well as public cloud, and then we have the partner programs also. So we have customer on-premise data centers, and then the public cloud also. So then the partners that you see today is our partner. So we work with multiple partners giving different services. So covering, we have infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service, and security as a service, and also system integration, support, and all the other related services offered as one package from our enterprise customer services. So this gives the organization how we have positioned the organization. The top one is the sales engines, where the large enterprise or the small and medium enterprises, the marketplace where you can go and subscribe to your services, then local channel partners as the international channel partners. Then the middle one, you see the consultation, architecture, and the migration, integration. So migration, a lot of enterprises, they may not have the required skill set to migrate from the on-premise data or the servers that we have. They have to go into the cloud. So we extend our support, and then to integration, operation, security, and modernization. So in terms of services, as I mentioned earlier, it's infrastructure as a service, the software as a service, platform as a service, security as a service, hybrid cloud, managed cloud, and cloud connectivity. And then the partner network. So we work with various partners covering all the public cloud service providers, as well as the local SIs, the local partners giving the on-prem services. So Dialog Enterprise in the multi-cloud. So multi-cloud platform subscription. So these are the services that we offer, and cross-cloud connectivity, multi-cloud management tools, professional service. And also today, in terms of, I touched the organization at the beginning. So what we did at the starting point, what we did, we integrated all three, like the network cloud, the IT cloud, and the enterprise cloud to a single cloud. Earlier, it was running as three different silos and managed by three different units, and which were under three different heads. But starting 2 to 3 years ago, we converge everything and put it under one organization. So the infrastructure management is under one organization, and then the application, whether it's engineering or IT or enterprise, is under the relevant BU head or the sectional head who will be accountable for the application, and the infrastructure will be managed by a single entity or a single party. So in terms of tools, what we have from the cloud management, so we have like for marketplace integration. So the customer is given the choice to choose the preferred cloud provider depending on the criteria, whether it's pricing or the latency or, whatever the criteria that the customer wants, they have the freedom to choose the relevant service provider. And also the cloud migration porting. So we have skill sets that we get either in-house skill set, or if we don't have in-house skill set, we partner with our partners, whether it's local or international, to get the service and then offer that service to our customers. Then monitoring, so we have like 24-hour monitoring, and also we have a SOC, which we partner with one of our subsidiaries, which do the whole security monitoring, and then offer those services also, and then availability and DR. So, and this gives you some of the professional services, starting from technical support, automation, architecture, design, implementation, best practices, and documentation. So overall, the journey that we have taken has brought us to the place where we are cloud ready in terms of organization, in terms of processes, in terms of technical knowledge, as well as working with multiple partners to offer the best-in-class services to internal service providers as well as our valued enterprise customers. So thank you for listening. And so this, I hope this presentation will give you the required the journey, how Dialog has evolved from a siloed operator to a quad play, and now towards a full digital transformation and offering cloud services. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, I am Chen Guowen with the DICT business unit of China Telecom Global. It's my great pleasure to show how China Telecom Global is supporting Chinese customers and partners going global. China Telecom was one of the telecom operators expanding business in the markets outside China. Starting from 2000, we established a branch in an overseas market, and then later expanded our footprint around the world. In 2012, our branches in Hong Kong, Europe, and America were converged, and that was the birth of China Telecom Global. China Telecom Global's headquarters is in Hong Kong, SAR. After 10 years development, our international business is now establishing footprints in over 41 countries and regions around the world, supporting integrated information service solutions for enterprises, customers in both China and outside China. We have a really diverse portfolio, such as the bandwidth products, virtual network, low latency, private line, etc. We also have traditional telecommunication offerings, such as the DOS, the peer internet, etc. What we are doing today is to develop the new product offerings, such as the SD-WAN cloud connection, cloud host, cloud computing, etc., hoping that these new products and solutions are able to meet the requirements of finance, OTT, and smart campus customers. Under the initiatives of Belt and Road, many of the countries under the framework have gained great attention, such as Bangladesh, the UAE, are now become really popular countries for Chinese investments. Internet companies have great innovative offerings, and they are also have the strong implementation capabilities. By investing heavily and allocating much human resources, Internet companies have now gained a great share in overseas markets. Mobile game, consumer electronics, e-commerce, and app companies are now taking over half of the market in the markets outside China. Then, with more Chinese enterprises are going global, they need the multi-cloud and international communication service. And that is introducing a revolutionary changes to the architecture of telecom networks. Cloud and networks are developing hand in hand, and they're supporting each other. China Telecom Global is now embracing the trend by deploying quality infrastructure to develop a high-speed private networks between clouds. By working with Huawei Cloud and third-party clouds, we have developed 4 major platforms: multi-cloud management, inter-cloud high-speed service, SD-WAN management platform, and cloud security management platform. And these platforms allowed us to orchestrate the cloud resources and the network resources intelligently, providing the fast access to customers in different industries. China Telecom Global is working with Huawei Cloud and ecosystem partners in many different domains. With Huawei's SD-WAN technology, China Telecom Global has deployed 19 SD-WAN nodes around the world, and we are setting up a SD-WAN lab environment in Hong Kong. With this lab environment, we can provide training to the sales team so that they understand the SD-WAN architecture better and really capture market opportunities. Huawei Cloud provides China Telecom Global with multidimensional incentives and support, helping our cloud business to grow fast. With our cloud computing nodes around the world and the fast inter-cloud networks in between, we are offering diverse cloud solutions to enterprise customers. With the insights into customers' application system, we offer different solutions for customers in the verticals, and also including cloud-native solutions, global networking, and application acceleration applications. That's how we are supporting the going global strategy of Chinese companies. With diverse global network resources and service innovation technology, China Telecom Global works with Huawei Cloud to bring Chinese enterprises in the international markets. A top international bank needs to access applications in different locations. Then we use SD-WAN of Huawei to automatically optimize QoS and intelligently diverge traffics to optimize the application experience. We also allowed multi-access so that customers can access the resources they need anywhere, anytime. And when another Chinese company needs to go overseas, we understand that they need to use multi-cloud and want to back up their data securely. Then China Telecom Global's MPLS VPN network connects with multiple clouds. Customers are able to access both AWS and Huawei Cloud, and the services on different clouds are interconnected. We help enterprises to back up their data and adopt cloud and deploy services on multiple clouds while ensuring the secure flow of data between clouds. As more and more Chinese companies are going overseas, we will keep deepening cloud and digital transformation, and we will also develop the core cloud and network capabilities. At the same time, we'd like to join hands with Huawei and ecosystem partners and application developers to develop the converged ecosystem so as to better enable verticals. Thank you very much.
Hello, everyone. My name is Li Gang. I'm from Digital China Group. I'm very honored to share with you on Digital China's Huawei cloud-based service capability. Digital China is an old friend of this space, and we have been working in the IT space in China for over 20 years. And we have an annual turnover exceeding 120 billion yuan and a total asset of nearly 40 billion yuan. And we work with more than 30,000 ecosystem partners and providing digital product and solutions and IT services to our customers. We embraced the technological paradigm shift caused brought by the cloud. And we have implemented the digital strategy. We're also extending our MSP service to MSP Plus and improving the cloud management capability covering the whole life cycle. In 2022, Digital China was recognized for the third time by Forrester. And this shows their recognition of our professional capability. And also, we are working with Huawei Cloud to deepen the cloud computing, big data, and other technologies enabled digital transformation. Digital transformation needs to be based on modeling mindset and should be based on the decomposition, re-engineering of use cases. And also the ecosystem for enterprises would change fundamentally. Cloud ecosystem, open source ecosystem greatly influence the implementation of digital transformation. And also in this process, the competition landscape is changing, and that also brings more challenges to the coordination between the different layers of the transformation. As the public cloud, private cloud, multi-cloud, hybrid cloud develop, the capacity and the cost optimization need is also growing. And as a leading cloud-based digital service provider in China, we have extended our service scope to further improve cloud management service capability, covering consulting, migration, O&M, and security. And we provide deeper and broader automated cloud management services. Such professional services include the migration, consulting, O&M, and training services. In addition, we can customize services on demand. We provide routine O&M hosting services, ITIL-based service management platform. As a partner of Huawei Cloud, Digital China has made sufficient preparation for building service capabilities based on various technology stacks. And with years of technical expertise accumulation, we have built a group of industry experts and experienced engineer team. 95 engineers have passed the Huawei HCIP certification, 24 got the HCI certification, 36 got the Huawei Cloud Stack L2 certification, and 8 have got the Cloud Stack L3 certification. We will have more engineers to take the L3 certification. We have also built a professional technical team that focuses on the consulting, POC delivery, and O&M and operations for Huawei Cloud. The team focuses on cloud migration, cloud MSP service, big data application, and RPA, disaster recovery, and cloud O&M. From 2021 to now, we have supported more than 30 Huawei projects and invested more than 1,000 man-day in the Huawei Cloud-related projects, and we have supported projects in various industries, including finance, securities, insurance, manufacturing, transportation, and communications. And we got positive feedback from vendors and customers. Next, I'd like to share with you a few examples. The first case is about the industrial internet migration, and this case is related to an operator who has business in 6 key industries such as electronics, light industry, textile, advanced materials, food and beverage, precision machinery, and automobile, and industrial parks. And in this project, we help the customer to sort out their services and formulate a migration plan. We move the applications on the public cloud to the cloud jointly operated by Huawei and a telecom operator, and helping the high technology enterprises to expand. The second case is about modifying the multi-cloud management platform and the intermediate interface software package. And this concerned the development of front-end, back-end, and multiple technology stack. The next case is a migration of a financial SaaS application, and this financial application needs to be migrated to reshape the way that this company connects to employees, customers, suppliers, taxation agency, financial institutes, and this have solved this enterprise's need and laid a solid foundation for digital transformation of financial and taxation applications. And we offered host migration, database migration, container cluster migration, big data migration to help customer to migrate services and data from other clouds to Huawei Cloud. And we also help the customer with the migration to multiple availability zones. In this project, we provided the consulting, evaluation, planning, implementation, and verification, helping to achieve smooth migration to the cloud. The following case is a typical cloud-native case. Users need to build a PaaS container platform based on heterogeneous computing and heterogeneous clouds to develop a fully cloud-native system. We first analyzed the customer's services and applications, and then we helped the customer in containerizing their services and deploying in the multi clusters. The next phase will help to integrate the application systems with the O&M management platform, and also reinforce the capability of the container platform. And here we're looking at an insurance company that was among the first to have a migration to the cloud, and they use the cloud computing and big data for risk control and claims assessment. In early 2021, CBRC issued several guidance documents requiring the financial institutes to strengthen their online business services to provide better convenience and availability of services to users. So this insurance company actively responded to this policy requirement and to meet the needs of younger users. And they worked with Huawei Cloud to innovate on the cloud and utilize cutting-edge technology to address the current business bottleneck. Our team used the Huawei Cloud Stack as the base, used a Hadoop migration tool to achieve the table-level migration, and we help the customer migrate the big data analytics system and migrate their hosts to Huawei Cloud and implement one-stop O&M with low-cost reliability. This platform helped the customer to integrate their IT resources. So for the customer, they enjoyed the innovative technology and also moved to microservice, and this gives them a unified architecture, unified O&M, and unified API ecosystem, ensures high security, high stability, and reliability. And we will continue to build the agile capability for our customer based on the digital native and cloud native ecosystem, so that we can cater for more richer application scenarios and to create more value for our customers and our employees. And this is our vision.
Our guests today. This concludes the Huawei Carrier Cloud Transformation Summit. Thank you for your time and support.